Hello everyone, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Today we're going to practice a very simple little flow. It's only 2 steps and it's very, very powerful. For those of you who've been studying a while, it's called Reversing and Increasing of Depth 3, and it's in my new textbook, The Depth, that some of you may have already. And these little flows, these reversing and increasings, have a lot to do with our lifestyle. And Master Jiramarai found that working at this very, very high frequency, sometimes it wasn't even working that well. We had to go a little bit denser and work more with the body. So here is an illustration of a person live in disharmony, and you see all the grids on the body that can cause different projects. So this is all what we do to our lifestyle. And out of what we do to our lifestyle, Master Jiramarai created these flows, reversing and increasing of the depths. So we know that everything in Eastern philosophy is on a circle. So one function energizes the next and energizes the next and energizes the next. And there's an order to order in the cycle. So when it goes wrong and it starts to move the other way, or it's not energized enough, it starts to reverse and go counterclockwise. And that's when we start to get projects or labels. So when that is going on and we kind of need to put a stop to this order of disorder, then these flows are very powerful and dynamic. So yeah, let's just start to practice a little bit of hands-on and just tune into your pulses to see what's going on, because in the art of jinshin, we're always balancing the right side and to the left side. It's when one side goes too fast, pushing ahead, starting to speed, that we get out of harmony. So we're always looking for the balance between right and left. So we will use these 3 fingers and place them right here, right below this little joint. And just feel, take a breath here, see what the right side feels like to you. With the breath, it's always very important, dropping the shoulders and then moving to the other side. So there's a lot to learn about the pulses and feel, but we can work on a very, very simple level to just feel the difference between the right and the left side. And the right side has to do what tells us about the doing and our lifestyle, and the left side more genetic trauma, older stuff. So if you have a lot of stress, you may feel that on the right side of the pulse. The pulses are like children in a playground. When they're too noisy, they're asking for attention, and also when they're too quiet, we better go check on them, right? So with that in mind, place your hand on the side that you feel is more in need. So if it's the right side, place your hand on the right side, and if it's your left side, place your hand on the left side. So I'm placing my right hand on my right location number 3, which is here, the top of the shoulder, and then the other hand on safety energy location number 4. Turning around so you can have a good look at it, like this, or you can come around like this. So when you're lying down, this is very easy, because you're using the gravity of your body to lay back onto your fingers, and then you can really feel the locations starting to open. So what does that mean when we open a location? So these safety energy locations, because of our stress and our lifestyle, they can lock. They become like a little gridlock and start to get congested, and then the energy can't move through them. So when we're holding it and we start to feel the pulsation, the locations begin to open. We call it opening the safety energy locations. And so the energy can move through it again. And how we feel that is that the pulse becomes even between the 2 locations, if you feel the pulse. If you don't feel the pulse, just take another breath here and let the location come to your fingertips, so that your thinking mind doesn't go after them. Let the locations come to your fingertips and trust that they will come to the surface. I'm here to tell you that they will come to the surface. So just hold it gently and feel for the pulsation. That means that the energy is beginning to harmonize. So holding location number 3 and 4 is a dynamic hold. Location number 3 harmonizes our immune system and is the key to the breath. Like a revolving door. Exhale, inhale. That's what the 3 is about. And 4, harmonizing our head, allowing for the energy to move into the head. Also, this hold is very important for the health of our eyes, so for any kind of eye project. So feel for the transformation in the locations, and when the energy begins to open up, then our body can heal, and so we can make big changes in our health and well-being. We really change the foundation of what the energy denses down, and it becomes our physical body. Let's take one more breath here, and then we'll move our hand from location number 3 to the other 4. So you are like this, holding 1, 4 and the other 4, like this. You can drop your elbows down, relax, or you can also come around this way if that's more comfortable for you. Personally, I like it like this, and preferably when you're lying down. So here your hands are crossed. Okay, very good. So let's for a moment go back to listening to our pulse and see if you feel a change. This is the second time I'm doing it. We just did live, and so this is the third time I'm giving myself this little flow, and my pulses are really wonderfully quiet now and harmonized. I'm also very grateful to present to you and practicing along with you. Yeah, so I wonder if you are feeling it. Maybe you can put in the comments, let us know how you're feeling. And let's briefly practice the other side. So we will place our hand on safety energy location number 3. If you have any immune projects or long COVID or anything like that, very important that location number 3 is open, and the other hand on the 4. So we're holding 3 and 4, and all consecutive locations when we're holding them, 3 and 4, 4 and 5, and so on, is dynamic. Yeah. So again, this flow helps the third cycle of energy, depth 3, and depth 3 is responsible for the proper functioning of the liver and gallbladder flows, the blood, eyes, and most importantly, it harmonizes anger. So if we have an attitude of anger, then this is the flow to do. So let's take one more breath here. If you practice both sides, you can usually be a little bit quicker on the second side. And then moving your hand from 3 to 4. So feeling again for the transformations, if the 4 is really opened up. And I like to use my fingertips because they are most sensitive, and you can hold it firmly, but you don't want to press or force, because then you interrupt that circulation, that energetic circulation spiraling from skin surface to core and back to the surface. And that's very important for the energy to start to move in the right direction. So let's go back again to listen to our pulses, feel for the transformation, and a mudra to hold for this third cycle of energy is holding the back of your middle finger. And mudras are spiritual hand gestures, so you can finish your session like this, or as a quick hold, you can hold your middle finger. That will help the third cycle of energy. So yes, I'm really grateful for all of you who are joining. If you haven't subscribed yet to our YouTube channel, please subscribe and share it with a friend. Like the video, we really love the interaction. Your questions and comments are welcome. And I thank you very, very much for joining, and I will see you next week.